Attitude number 3 for the shagger. And I'm going to talk about both the male side and the female side. But for the guys, this is especially important because many people believe that this is a male-led dance. That's not true, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. But first, here's the basic shag attitude number 3 for guys. The woman that you're dancing with is the most gorgeous woman in the world. And you have 3 minutes to convince her, not by talking, not by some kind of chat or a pickup line. You've got 3 minutes by your style, by the way you dance, to possibly end up with a late date, as they used to say. Shaggers were tuned in to early dates and late dates. The most gorgeous woman in the world, and you treat her that way. But here's the secret of treating her as the most gorgeous woman in the world. One thing that you don't do, guys, is you don't get out there and showboat. You don't get out there and doing all this crazy. Have you ever seen the guy who would get out there and doing all his fancy stuff, and the gal is moving there kind of going, well, you know, she's looking up at the ceiling, she's looking around at the crowd to see if she has any friends in the house. Hopefully she doesn't, because she looks like not too hot. No, a good shagger, a good male shagger, is always anticipating what will feel good to her, what will be comfortable for her. So if he takes her into a turn, he takes her around, he brings her, puts his arm around that waist that hopefully might end up in a late date later, and puts her right back to where she's constantly comfortable and always, always looks gorgeous. That's attitude number 3. Now for the gals, well, gals are always kind of assessing men in a different way. They're looking to see, is this guy man enough for me? But by that, what they mean is he man enough to take care of me in a way that I like? Here we go to attitude number 4. Attitude number 4, and I'm going to have to bring in my beautiful wife, Kathy, to help me out with this here in just a few moments. Attitude number 4. I'm going to tell you a secret that every instructor in the world is going to hate. They'll all hate this, I guarantee it. Because most instructors teach people the basic by teaching well, you need to learn to count. It's either 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, or 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. There's all different ways to do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You cannot think and dance at the same time. You can't think and dance at the same time. And see, there's a funny thing about numbers. Numbers and mathematics, we all know, at least unconsciously, that numbers are mathematics, and it sets us to thinking, or it sets our mind into action so that we begin to think. You don't want to think while you're dancing. You can do one or the other, but not both at the same time. So there's a different way to get to the shag without counting. Counting causes thinking. You don't want that. The secret is to simply start in your mind, and soon it'll be in your body, very, very soon. You just want to repeat the rhythm. Da 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 da. Now this is my wife Kathy, a Carolina girl, because the Carolina girls are the best in the world. She's going to dance with me here for just a moment. We're just going to do the basic, but we're going to do it according to that 4th attitude that I mentioned to you. Da 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 da. A little bit of music. Mr. Hank Crawford's Canadian Sunset. Da 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 da. I'm going to let my inner style come out. Oh, did I make a mistake? See, I counted off beat, but we were dancing right. Oh my gosh, we made it. Did we make a mistake? I'll tell you the secret about making mistakes. You never stop in the middle of a dance. Usually mistakes are small, but sometimes they're big. And if it's your partner who made the mistake, you want to make sure that your partner looks good no matter what. Make it look like you were planning that step. Make sure that it looks spontaneous, and that's easy to do. You can always do that. And you know what And it takes a certain amount of savoir-faire, a certain amount of confidence, but the more that you do it, the more confident that you get. But you can start with that kind of confidence with the 4 basic attitudes of the Shag. Oh, and for those of you who are saying, well, I don't know, Hook, is all this true? I'm going to tell you 2 things about that. 1, I have taught hundreds of people how to do this. I've played thousands of dances in the last 25 or 30 years and seen people standing on the sidelines who wanted to get on the dance floor, and I'd go over and I'd say, hey, how about if I show you how to shag in 1 minute? And I taught the 4 attitudes in just 1 minute. They were out on the dance floor and they were having a ball. And then if you still disagree, keep in mind that I wear my KMA pin at all times. What da 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 da. I got the attitude in my feet. Da da la da da la da da la 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 da. Da 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 da. We be shagging. Da 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 da. Now let's remember the attitudes again. It's made up. It's a made up dance. It's a freestyle dance. Number 2, KMA. Don't pay any attention to what anyone else says. Remember this. My KMA pin, inducted into the KMA club a few years ago, meaning you can kiss my after parts until my hat falls off. Attitude number 3, the most gorgeous woman in the world. And attitude number 4, da 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 da. That's an attitude of rhythm, not counting. Okay. A couple of other tips. Some people sometimes say, you know what? Before we ever get out on the dance floor, we need to go off and practice somewhere. Let me give you a tip about that. I remember I asked a lady one time, I said, would you like to shag? And she said, well, I don't know. I'm really not very good. I need to practice some more. And I said, well, let me ask you a question. If I'd said, would you like to kiss? Would you say, well, I'm not really very good at it. Let's go and practice first before we get. I mean, how would that work exactly? And you can follow that line of thought on down to the late date. What about that? I can't have a late date because I'm not sure that I would really be any good. Questions that I'll answer even without your asking. If you wanted to dance to some more shag music, many different varieties and styles, 60s soul, 70s disco, 80s and 90s beach music, or jump blues, or some good jazz like we're listening to with Hank Crawford, where would you go? Let me tell you where you can get all that variety. The Endless Summer Network. It's on the internet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with 64 years of beach and shag music playing all of the time, and that's at www.beatshag.com. If you'd like to read more about the shag, then check out my book, Shaggin' in the Carolinas. You'll find it right there on the same website. And if you want to get into beach music even more, like the top 40 for every year and long lists of your favorite groups, how many songs did they do that are good beach and shag tunes? You'll find that in the Beach Music Guide. But I have one more thing that I want to ask you to do. If you would like to have more secrets of the shag in the future, then I ask that you let every single one of your friends know right now or today or tomorrow. Send them an email and say, hey, check out this video. Check out the Secrets of the Shag Part 1, Learning to Shag in 5 minutes or less. The 4 attitudes, that's the 5 minutes. It only takes 5 minutes to reflect on those a little bit. And you'll find it all at www.beatshag.com.